Hello guys, I'm going to review the homework 3. There are 6 problems. Let me start with the alphabet character manipulation. We already solved a similar problem in the previous model. The only difference is we are going to evaluate this condition into the n different character. So let me see the first question. Write a script to check if a character vector contains only lowercase letter. Assign the result to the only lower. Okay, so let me copy this given code. A is so we're going to evaluate we need to check the alt n character. That's why we are starting with loop structure. Loop range is the 1 to n. Okay, and then read the individual characters at ii's location. So character fact ii. Okay, how to make a condition statement. Okay, to check this character is a lowercase or not, the numeric values, so equivalent to numeric value of the character. Test the character should be within the equivalent character of the A2 equivalent to numeric vectors of the Z, right? So what is the equivalent to numeric values of the character A? That is the 97. Z is the 122, right? So, here, the character vector is the character, right? So we are going to evaluate this lowercase or not using the double, right? Like this. So f and 97 equal to test the character 122. Okay, here our goal is to just to check that all the character is a lowercase or not, right? So we can start with only lower. So only lower. So initialize with a true, right? So condition statements like this one is checked the lowercase, and not means if the character is not the lowercase letter. So in that case, only lower. So false is assigned to the only lower, and then we need to break. Okay. Do you understand this logic? Okay. Does it make sense? Okay, good. What about the B? B is the write a script to check if the character only alphabet. Okay. Only alphabet is the what are the equivalent to numeric value of the capital A? 65. Capital Z is 90, right? So if you take a look at the given code, you start from the 60 to 122. 122 is a lowercase z, right? But there's a symbol between the 60 to 64. 60 to 64 is a symbol. 90 to 96 are also symbol. So you can make the condition statement that those character vector is within those range, and then you assign the false in the only alphabet, or you can just simply check that the character vectors contain this alphabet range or not. Okay, So I'll show that it's the two cases. First, alpha, so true, and then cast the character. Condition 1 is this one, right? This one is check the lowercase, right? Uppercase is this 65 to the 90, right? Uppercase. Okay. It's a similar condition 1. So character, if this character is alphabet, the condition 1 or condition 2, either condition or condition 2 is true. This cannot be both the true, right? Because one single character cannot be the lowercase and uppercase at the same time. So, or condition 1, condition 2, right? So this question is asking to assign the only alphabet, right? So if you find the non-alphabet character, only alphabet is the false, right? So let me check the answers the one by one. Yeah. Run it. Oh, here there should be false, right? Okay. How to check that my answer is correct? Can type the character vector. Okay, all vectors are alphabet, right? No. So this character vector is the mixed with the lowercase and uppercase. So only lower. So false, right? Let's do it again. Only lowercase also false. Why? Character vectors include non-character vector as well as a capital letter, right? Okay. Let me check the B. Okay. So we run it. This should be the false, right? Run it. And only alphabet is a false. Why? Character vector is the include the non-alphabet, right? We write it again. The vector includes a non-alphabet letter. Alphabet is 0, right? Okay, good. Alright. And then C is the write a script to check the how many vowels are contained in the character vectors. Okay. I already gave you this vowel character, right? Okay. So how to check this? The number of vowels in our character vector. Okay. In this case, a character vector is the vectors, a vowel vector is the vector. So we are going to make a double loop statement. Okay. First, find out the non-vowel. This is the non-vowel. And then we make the double loop statement. So nested loop statement and two non-vowel. Okay. Then here, so right, okay. So this one is a non-vowel. So nom and vowel. Okay. Just a number. So let's do this. Because of this nom v is the same with our routine. Output, right? So select this one. Okay. And then write a script. How many vowels are contained? Okay. Okay. So here, okay, test character should be character ran I, right? And then test the ball is the ball GG. Okay. Can you see this logic? So II is a reader, one single character, and then this loop structure is to check if this test characters include this bowl, one of a bowl character. Okay, so you can make the condition statements like a test character equal to test bowl. No, not test bowl. Then you're increasing num-v. Okay. Can you understand this? Okay. II's the outer loop is to read your individual characters, IIth character, right? And then this inner loop is a check if this character is one of a ball or not. Okay? Makes sense? Let's run it. Okay, not character run. Character vector, right? Okay, num-v. Oh, we need to initialize a num-v as a 0. Okay. Okay. So here we could improve this code. Okay. How? Okay, here in this part. So let me. Okay. Okay. So this script is to check that this character is one of a ball or not. Okay. Once this condition statements are true, do you think that we continue this loop structure? No. This means that this character vector is already ball, one of a ball, in the JJ's location. This means, let's say JJ is a 1. So number of ball in this case is the 8, right? So if this one is the, lowercase a, this means this character, test character is not the rest of the character, right? So we don't need to continue to this loop statement, right? So we can simply put the break like this. Okay, then so like a break comment. Oh, shoot this one. Here, break statements calls the termination of the smallest, the closest, and closing the while for loop. So this one is terminate the loop, the inner loop, not the whole loop structure. Okay, so adding the 1. And then break and goes to here, end of the here. So they're going to test the new test character. Okay, you don't have to put this break. Your final result is not changing, but you're increasing the efficiency of your code. Okay. Another thing that I want to point out is sometimes the students put here test the characters inside of the another character. Okay. But if you see this one, think about inner loop is repeated NV character time, right? Every time you to repeat this action, you assign the character vector ith location to the character, right? But during all this nv character times iteration, this character doesn't change, right? Why? Because this only the controlled by the ii, right? So you don't have to put this statement inside of this inner loop structure. Okay, this only the governed by the ii's the iterator. So in other words, you don't have to assign this same value over and over. If you put this line inside of the inner loop structure, you're assigning the same value over and over, right? So that's why you're putting this line here. Okay. Does it make sense? Okay, good. So let's run it. No errors. So we copy this code. Then paste here. Run script. No error. Submit. Okay, so what is the error? Only elf is right. Okay. I think I used the wrong variable name. Oh, here only alpha. Okay. Oh, the variable name is only elf. Yes, sir. Only elf, right? Only elf, right? So I'll copy this area. Fix this, right? Submit. Okay, good. Okay, let's move on to the repeating array element. Okay. So repeating element, array element. Okay, given a row vector q and make a vector h where the length of the q is the triple as a copy of each element is a triple. Okay. Okay. So let me solve this question. So A is a used for loop structure. So what about okay, here's the Q. What about the size of the H1 at the end? This is a low vector. So 0. This one is initialized. 0, 1 by 3n, right? And we designed the loop structure from the ii is equal to 1, 2, n, right? And we are going to assign the h1 is the, okay. Let me first define the index, okay? Index means where we're going to assign this q value, okay? That is the ii's minus 1, ii's minus 1 multiplied the 3 plus 1, 2, ii 3. Okay. Why? If you think about ii is equal to 1, that is the 1, 2, 3. ii is equal to 2. Okay. Ii is equal to 1, It is index is the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? I is equal to 2. Index is the 4, 2, 6, right? I is equal to 3. Index is the 3 is the 7, 2, 9, right? So these are the, the result that we expect, right? So here H index is the Q, no, H1, right? Okay, does it make sense? So let me print out the Q and H1. Not H1, like this. Okay, let me delete the... Let's fix the n is equal to, I'll say 5. Shorter one. Then, no. Here. Just for debugging purposes, let's say n equal to 4. Run it. Q is a 5, 7, 16, 12. 5, 7, 16, 12. Okay? Does it make sense? Okay. I'll show you another way. Okay. If you don't want to initialize this h1 vector, okay, you can just appending this new vector to the h1. Okay, if you don't want to initialize this one, let me look at this. Okay, if you don't want to initialize h1, you can just simply initialize with the empty vector. Okay, and then h1. Do you remember this appending the vector or appending the number? It's similar to this one. Okay? So find the value is if your new value is found, and then you're adding this new value to the location. Right? Similar thing. Only difference is that we are adding the new vector. Okay. How to generate this 1/3 vector? Can simply Q i's location and 1. Okay. Like this. So here you just see that there's a flag because h1 is changing. The size of the h1 is changing. I have a loop, but right, because h1 is right now is empty. The first iteration it become 1/3. Second iteration 1/6. But I mean this kind of the shorter implementation that is fine. Okay. So if you run it. Okay. Oh, where's that? Okay, let me clear. Okay. Then display. Okay. So let's run it. H1 Q. Okay. Understand? Okay, good. Okay, so B is the solving the same question without the loop statement. Okay. Okay, H is the let's see this first example. This sample vector 179 which is the 111 777 999. Okay. Okay. So this one is repeating, right? So the answer of the B is basically H temp 179 179 179. Okay, and then is the this. What is this one? So this one is basically Q, 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 right? In the MATLAB script is the H temp Q is to concatenate the vertically, right? We don't need this, right? So this or so H temp to the okay. Why? These are the linear indexing order. Okay. So we are joining this Q vector in a vertical direction, and then we are flatten this matrix to the vector that is the flatten in a linear indexing order. That's why it become 1111 777 999. H temp Q Q and H2 H temp 5. Okay. If you run it, no error. Okay. Does it make sense? Yeah, this question is just to check that your knowledge of the linear indexing. Okay. So let me copy this. Okay. Let's move to this one. Option. Okay. So one thing. So here, you don't have to make a new variable h temp. You can use to assign to h2, and then you're reshaping your h2 vector. Okay. In that case, we don't have to introduce a new variable. Run it, no error. So here, copy and paste. Here, run script, no error, submit. Okay, good.